The joy, the pain, the gnashing of teeth is back, my people, as Arsenal welcome Nottingham Forest down to the carpet to start off the season. Let's get into it. Good morning, my peoples, and welcome back to the counterattack. I hope you and yours are doing very, very well. We start off this season with a home match against Forest. Nottingham Forest come down to the carpet, and I looked up the lineup this morning. As you know, I was up with the Roosters and the Hens for the early one, and Arteta, what a special Spaniard. He's going absolutely wild with the starting lineup. Eddie Nketiah up top, as we know Gabriel Jesus is injured. Havertz, second striker. He looks like he's in the midfield, but those that know that this man is going to play up top and not really in the midfield, but in defense. That's where it gets a little bit crazy. Thomas Partey, right back. He's played there a couple times last year, but I really thought Ben White would start off there. But Ben White, he starts in the middle of defense with William Saliba. No Gabriel Magalhaes. Startling that this man is on the bench. He started almost, I think, every game he was fit for last year, but he starts off the season on the bench. Timber is at left back. We saw him play there. A very, very attacking lineup from Arteta, and he probably expects Forest to sit back, and that's exactly what they did. Forest came to the carpet to play cowards football, and that's exactly what they did, sitting back, not really attacking. I think their main attacking outlets in Awoni and Elanga were on the bench. Brennan Johnson, though, takes advantage of Saliba and White. Maybe they're not too used to playing together in central defense, but they fell asleep on 10 minutes. Somehow Brennan Johnson gets in, but thank the Lord. The good Lord has the ball skying over, and it stays 0-0. A bit of a scare. I don't like to see it. Despite the early scare, I was very, very confident that we would score the first goal, and that's exactly what we did on 26 minutes. 1-0 to the Arsenal. You already know what it is. Martinelli with a brilliant piece of individual skill. He sort of does a pirouette, spin, pass, turn. The pass comes to Nketiah, and even though it was a little bit of a deflection, it goes past Matt Turner. 1-0 to the Arsenal in 26 minutes. Great way to start off the season. We all know that you are not safe. 1-0 up, and here comes the second goal. 6 minutes later, the face of the Arsenal, our star boy, Bukayo Saka, with an absolutely brilliant finish. Oh, I love when he comes on the inside and slots it home with his left foot. What a beautiful, beautiful finish. He comes inside, Arjen Robben slaps it into the side netting with his left foot. Oh, he's been working on that move over the last 2 years. And honestly, we sort of saw it in the last game against Wolves, and we see it again in the first game of this season. 2-0 to the Arsenal. I'm loving it. Forest game plan fell apart pretty much from the jump. You could tell that they had no outlet, no attacking impetus, and we were just going to have it all to ourselves. Attack, attack, attack. Really liked our right-hand side. It's moving. We're just interchanging. White, Odegaard, Saka, Partey getting in on it. Love the right side. Bit of a worry, even though we were up 2-0 at halftime. The left-hand side looked really anemic. If Martinelli wasn't beating people, through his own just individual brilliance, it did not look like we were putting too many passages of play together. Like the automations on the left-hand side, they just looked anemic, just neutered, impotent. I did not like it. Very, very much worrying from that left-hand side. And honestly, it's understandable because there's no Gabriel. There is no real midfielder or midfield controller on that left-hand side. Havertz, he's not going to play left center midfield. We all know it. Even in this game where he was sort of in that position, the man was ghosting in and out across the line. And that's what he does. He is good at playing that second striker. He's good at playing up top. But in the midfield, it's just not really to his strength. So going to halftime, I was a little bit worried about that. I was hoping that Arteta would fix the left-hand side during halftime, but honestly, they came out in the second half and it was dead. Just a dead second half. For the first 30 minutes after halftime, I can't remember one good passes of play that we did. And Forest, they didn't look like they were going to do anything either. A long 30 minutes early in the morning. Rice, he had a few half chances, but honestly, he mishit both. And, Turner made a couple saves. Not much to talk about in the 30 minutes after halftime. We're still up 2-0, but as we all know from last year, 2-0 for us is a very dangerous scoreline. Well, here comes the gnashing of teeth part because all of my nightmares came through on, I believe, 86 minutes from our corner. forced break, and honestly, we did a horrible job of defending their transition. I kind of have to look at you, Saka, because if you watch that replay back, he is just not running. Like, we outnumbered them, even though they were bearing down on our net. All we had to do was just corner them in the corner, and then they won't be able to square, and it'll be all good. But we kind of we just don't run back hard enough. Alanga, he squares to Awoni, and Awoni, he slots it home 2-1. We're still up, but oh boy, is this going to make it uncomfortable last 10 minutes. Despite the disappointment of losing the clean sheet, we wind up 2-1 winners to open up this season. I'm thrilled with the 3 points. Not too happy about that second half. Honestly, we were dead. The left-hand side absolutely needs some work. Maybe Partey goes back as the 6 and Declan Rice hits up that left-hand side 8. I don't know, but Arteta needs to sort it out. These type of performances, especially in the second half, will absolutely kill us against a team that has some actual, balls to attack us. Forest didn't really for about 80% of that game, and when they did in the one transition, we came apart. It's not really too much to do with our left-hand side, but if you leave these teams to hang around at 1-0, hang around at 2-0, just as we saw last year, we are going to get punished. And if we plan to challenge, that's not the way we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to kill these teams. We should have been up 4-0, so that if they score 1 goal, no big deal. We're upset about the clean sheet, but we won't be in danger of losing all 3 points. But still, decent start to the season. Thank you for sticking with me, my people. Please slap that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.